your darkest hour, I am your light. When the weight of the world feels unbearable, when the night is so thick you cannot see the way forward, remember this: I am with you. The darkness may press in on every side, but it cannot overcome you because I am your light. I have not abandoned you, and I never will. I know the pain you're carrying, the sorrow that fills your heart, the fear that grips your soul. I see the struggles that have left you feeling isolated, uncertain, and overwhelmed. But in this moment, as you face the shadows, I am here, closer than your next breath. My presence surrounds you, and my love will guide you through this storm. I have never promised that you would not face hardships. Trials are a part of life in this broken world. But what I do promise is this: you will never face them alone. I am the light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness will never put it out. Trust in me even when you cannot see the path ahead. Lean into my love, even when the weight of your burdens feels too heavy. Let me carry what you cannot, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You see, I understand what you're going through. I walked this earth. I felt the sting of betrayal, the ache of loneliness, and the depth of human suffering. But I overcame, and because I overcame, you too will overcome. I will not let this darkness consume you. In fact, I will use it to refine you, to strengthen you, and to draw you closer to me. Your trials do not define you. I do. And in your darkest hour, I am your light. Even now, as you listen to my words, my light is piercing through the shadows in your life. You may feel abandoned by others, but I will never leave you. You may feel unseen, but I have never taken my eyes off you. You may feel unheard, but every cry of your heart has reached my ears. I am working even when you cannot see it. I am moving even when you cannot feel it. And I am lighting the way forward, step by step. All I ask is that you trust me. When the path seems uncertain and the future looks bleak, hold on to my hand. My light will never dim, and my love for you will never fade. I have plans for you, plans to give you hope and a future, even in the midst of this darkness. The night will not last forever, and the dawn is coming. Take heart, beloved. In your darkest hour, I am your light. I will lead you out of the shadows and into my glorious light, where hope, peace, and joy await you. You are never alone, for I am always with you. Trust in me, and let my light guide you through. Beloved child, in this life, there will be times when the darkness feels overwhelming, when the weight of your burdens seems too much to bear, and you feel like you are stumbling through life without direction. That is why it is essential to understand the significance of this truth. In your darkest hour, I am your light. This knowledge is not just a comfort. It is a lifeline. It is the very thing that will sustain you when all else seems to fall apart. The world is full of trials, pain, and uncertainty, and it is easy to feel lost in the midst of these storms. You might face moments when everything around you appears hopeless, and the way forward seems impossible. But you need to know that you are never walking through these moments alone. The darkness may be great, but my light is greater. I am with you, even in the moments when you feel most alone. I am the light that guides you, comforts you, and gives you the strength to carry on. Understanding that I am your light is crucial because without it, the darkness can easily take over your mind and heart. You might be tempted to believe the lies of the enemy, lies that tell you that you are alone, unloved, or beyond hope. But, my child, these are not the truths I have spoken over you. I want you to know that in every moment of fear, pain, or confusion, My light is shining for you. Even if you cannot see it, even if you do not feel it, I am there. My light will never be extinguished by the darkness. This truth is also important because it is what allows you to walk by faith and not by sight. When the path ahead is unclear, and you cannot see how things will work out, trusting that I am your light gives you the courage to take each step. It's not about having all the answers or seeing the entire journey ahead. It's about knowing that I am guiding you, step by step, moment by moment. My light is sufficient for you, no matter how deep the darkness may seem. Finally, this understanding transforms how you face your struggles. Knowing that I am your light in the darkest hour gives you hope. Hope that the darkness will not last forever, and hope that I am using even these difficult moments to draw you closer to me. It is in the darkness that my light shines brightest, and it is through your darkest hours that you will experience my love and power in ways you never thought possible. My light brings healing, restoration, and peace that transcends all understanding. So, beloved, hold on to this truth. In your darkest hour, I am your light. You are never alone, and no amount of darkness can ever overcome the light of my love for you. Walk confidently in this knowledge, and let my light guide your every step. Child, there is a story from my time on earth that I want to remind you of. It's a story that illustrates the power of my light in the midst of life's darkest moments. One evening, I was with my disciples on a boat, crossing the Sea of Galilee. The night was peaceful at first, but suddenly, a fierce storm arose. The waves crashed against the boat, and the wind howled through the darkness. The storm was so violent that my disciples, many of whom were seasoned fishermen, began to fear for their lives. In the midst of this chaos, where was I? I was asleep in the stern of the boat, resting even as the storm raged. My disciples were terrified. They woke me and cried out, "Lord, save us! We are going to drown." In their darkest hour, they were consumed by fear, convinced that the storm would destroy them. But what did I do? I rose, rebuked the wind and the waves, and said, "Peace, be still." Instantly, the storm calmed, and there was a great peace over the waters. I turned to my disciples and asked, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" This story is not just a memory from the past. It is a lesson for you today. Just as I calmed the storm for my disciples, I can calm the storms in your life. The darkness may feel overwhelming, and the waves of fear and uncertainty may crash against you. But I am in the boat with you. My light is always present, even when the storm seems the fiercest. Do not be afraid, for I have power over every storm, every trial, and every darkness that you face. Remember, the storm is not stronger than me. The darkness is not deeper than my light. Just as I spoke peace over the sea, I speak peace over your life. In your darkest hour, I am your light, and I will never abandon you to face the storms alone. Trust in me even when the wind and waves seem too much. I am with you, and my light will always lead you through to safety. Let this story remind you that I have the power to bring peace in any situation. When you are afraid, when the darkness feels overwhelming, call on me. I will calm the storm, and my light will shine through the darkness. Just as I was with my disciples in that boat, I am with you now. Do not fear, for I am your light. Now, my child, let us pause and reflect together. As you take in the truth that I am your light in the darkest hour, I want you to think about your own life. Where do you feel the weight of darkness pressing in? What are the areas of your life that feel overwhelming, hopeless, or full of fear? Take a moment to be honest with yourself and with me. Bring these things before me, for I see them already, and I long to help you. In this moment of reflection, I want you to ask yourself, where have I felt most alone? Where has the darkness seemed too great? These are the places I want to shine my light. Speak to me now. Lay these burdens at my feet. Tell me about the storms that are raging in your life. You do not need to carry them alone. Now, child, as you open your heart to me, let me remind you of something important. I am not afraid of your darkness. The very things that weigh you down are the things I have already overcome. As you reflect, let my light begin to pierce through the shadows. Imagine my light shining on each of the areas that feel dark and hopeless. Let my presence fill you with peace, even when the situation has not yet changed. You see, beloved, I work in ways that are beyond what you can understand. Even now, I am moving in your life. I am bringing healing, restoration, and hope to the places that feel broken. My light is at work within you, even when you cannot yet see the results. Trust that I am doing a good work in you, and that in time, the darkness will give way to the fullness of my light. I invite you to take this reflection further. Throughout the week, when you feel overwhelmed, pause and call on me. Ask me to show you my light in the situation. It may come in a quiet moment of peace, a word of encouragement, or an unexpected answer to prayer. But know this, I am always with you, and my light will never leave you. My dear child, as we conclude this reflection, remember that you are never walking through the darkness alone. I am your light now and forever. Trust in me, and let my light guide you through every moment of uncertainty and fear. You are my beloved, and I will never leave you. Let my light lead you home. My beloved child, as we come to the close of this moment together, I want you to carry one truth deep within your heart. In your darkest hour, I am your light. This is not just a promise. It is my unchanging nature. I am the light that shines in the darkness, and no shadow, no storm, no trial, and no fear is too great for me. You may walk through seasons where the world feels heavy, where the night seems long and endless, but I am always with you. I will never leave you or forsake you. As you move forward in your journey, remember that the darkness is not greater than my light. There is no situation so bleak that I cannot bring hope. There is no sorrow so deep that I cannot comfort you. There is no fear so strong that I cannot break it. When the weight of life feels like too much to bear, call on me, for I am always near. My light will guide you, sustain you, and bring you through to the other side. I know there will be moments when you feel as though you are walking through a valley. The road may seem unclear, and you may wonder if you have been forgotten. But listen to me, my child. You are never forgotten. I see every tear you shed. I hear every prayer you whisper, and I know every concern of your heart. In the midst of your darkest hour, I am working behind the scenes, preparing the way for you, and shining my light into the places that feel lost and desolate. I am with you always. Let my light be your strength. When the world seems to crumble around you, hold tightly to me, for I will never let you go. When the path ahead seems unclear, trust that my light will illuminate your steps, one by one. You do not need to have all the answers. You simply need to trust in the one who holds you. My love for you is unwavering. My light is eternal, and my presence is with you in every moment. I am inviting you to be a beacon of hope as well. As you experience my light in your life, let it shine through you to others. The world around you is full of people who are walking in darkness, searching for the light of hope. You, my child, carry my light within you. Reflect my love, my grace, and my truth to those who are hurting. Let your life be a testimony of my goodness and faithfulness. As we conclude this time together, I encourage you to make this truth your foundation. In your darkest hour, I am your light. If this message has touched your heart, let me know. Write "You are my light, Lord" in the comments below. Declare it in faith as a reminder to yourself and as a testimony to others. You are never alone, and my light will always shine brightly for you. Go forward in peace, my beloved. I am with you, and my light will guide you all the days of your life. Trust in me, for I will never fail you.